Damn, forgot to turn my mic back on. Buenos tardes, mis amigos. Bienvenue. That's French. Bienvenidos a la celebración grande de Oktoberfest de Alemania. Still wrong language. Willkommen, meine guten Freunde, Damen und Herren. Wie geht's? You know, by the time you all get done typing no sound, I've already seen the first person and we got it. So we should be all good. I have had no beer. Anyhow, A Squirrel, you've been here before and we knighted you, but you are not knighted yet. So let's fix that real quick. There you are. Well, you were. All right, A Squirrel, you're welcome to post a link to your channel and links to other videos as long as they are some sort of cool hobby related. No politics, no religion, stuff like that. Nothing inappropriate. And willkommen, Jürgen Klumper. Wie geht's, wie steht's? Sie sind auch jetzt. Hey, Zantek. So anyhow, the room is jumping quickly. We got a lot of people here. So let me get to the greetings real quick, and then we'll go on from there. So welcome to the great hall of my fellow knights of the Ron Boyd table. Hope you're well. Today is the weekend that they kick off Oktoberfest in Deutschland. A little bit of history, but I'll get to that in a minute. So we have Sir or Dame A Squirrel. I don't know your name, so I don't know which you would like to be identified as. We have Sir Aaron of Aaronbiz, Sir Andrea Eckert, Sir Andy of 81E, Sir Lee of Anfield Road. We've got Sir Colin of Wykes. Great to have you here on a Friday. We've got my lord, Sir Alan Wiles of Dragon Junction. We've got Sir Brian of Finnerton Central here today. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. We have Sir Greg from Great Northern. We have Sir Andy, the hot dog pilot. We have Sir Ifo van Zon, the Royal Academician. We have Sir Jean of Ricard, the Royal Dane and the Royal Pain. We have Sir Jeff of Just Train World. Sir Jurgen of Klumper, welcome in. You are knighted and you can post your link to your channel if you got a channel you'd like us to share. We have Sarah Dame K and J, because I still keep missing your first name. I'm being really bad because I mention it, then I go through the rest of the names and I don't see if you post it. We've got Sir Lyndon of Lintry. I hope you're feeling better and welcome in. We've got Dame Mara King. Welcome in. We've got Sir Dino of the Model Railway Shed. We've got Sir Clive of Newland Railway. We've got Sir Rob and Dame Grace from RGJ Trains. I'm sorry I could not get into your live stream, but I was busy setting this one up. It's taken a while to get everything ready to go. Sir Dirk of Southern Cross Rail System, Sir Tim of Dowd, the CEO of the Knights of the Rhomboid Table, our most royal greetings to you. Although royal's not right because I'm not royalty. Nobility, but not royalty. Our most noble greetings to you. We've got Sir Tom of Couples, the Sergeant at Arms, Sir Tom of Houston, Sir Tom of the Märklin Train Layout, Sir Chris from the Valleys, and Sir Mark from Zantec, and anybody else I have missed. My apologies. I have gone through the list, so hopefully we're good, and I'll catch everybody else as they come in. Did I see... Well, we have to use pseudonyms. So Sir William of Shakespeare is here. Welcome in, Timber Surf. Anyhow, it is the kickoff of Oktoberfest, and to celebrate, well, when you think of Oktoberfest, you think of beer. And you think of roasted chicken and pork, wurst and sausages, but I don't have that going here. But anyhow, I thought I'd give you a little bit of some bits. And there are always many stories, but the true origins of Oktoberfest. Now, there were celebrations before Oktoberfest. Oops. I can spin it, but I can't pop it off. Hey, Sir Simon, how are you? My hands are getting weak as I get old. I'll be right back. This is important. The host has abandoned the show. That's how I feel. There we go. Now, every culture, hope you guys are digging my shirt. I wasn't going to wear actual lederhosen because even though a part of me is Bavarian, I don't go into the lederhosen thing. Sadly, Sir Mick, the barkeeper's not here, so everything is self-serve. Got the foam. Got the foam. And you don't blow the foam off. You drink the foam. That's good. Anyhow, Oktoberfest is a mixture of old end of the harvest season, beginning of the harvest season festivals, but also it became the big festival it is back in the early 1800s when I believe it was King Maximilian of Bavaria, who had had 3 or 4 daughters, was really desperate for a son. And finally, after many years, his wife gave birth to a son who would become the future king of Bavaria, the father to Ludwig II, who built Neuschwanstein. But anyhow, to celebrate it, his wife, the Queen of Bavaria, she built a church to thank God, the Theatiner Kirche, which is on Odeonsplatz, where the heart of the Oktoberfest celebrations are, even though they have the big field, the Wiesen, because that's another thing they call it, the meadow. That's a nickname for it because they have, but the original celebrations were in Odeonsplatz. She built the church, and he gave everybody 3 days of free beer and wine to celebrate finally having a son and an heir. And it expanded and expanded and got mixed with other seasonal things. But it started as basically the fountains of Munich were filled with beer, and for 3 days or a week, whatever it was, you could do it. And that is the blending of those old cultural things with the birth of an heir that grew into Oktoberfest. Many places have Oktoberfest now, but the original is München, is Munich. Yeah, beer goggles on. And then the other thing, of course, you got this can be called a Krug. A lot of Americans call them a Bierstein. In German, they're called a Krug, and the amount of beer they hold is usually called ein Maß. Or at least the proper sized ones. And a lot of people, some know what this for, this little pewter cap on. Now, some people, you hear the myth, or I should say myth, there's some truth to it, that, locals used to have a tavern, a pub, a bar where they would go and get beer, and they all had their own mugs. And that these lids were on. These lids were to keep bugs and stuff out of your beer. That's what these are for. It's to keep your beer safe while you're walking around bumping and to keep bugs out of it. But that's what the lids are actually for. It wasn't to identify your thing. Your mug was identified by the imagery on it. Often a name was put into it. But I've got several of these, but this is the most appropriate one because it says München on it. Hey, I see Sir Jason of Colonel Cottonbelt fame is here. Camera's fogged up. My camera doesn't look fogged. You've been in pubs like that. Okay. So anyhow, yeah, we're very excited to be bringing Oktoberfest to you. And the way I decided to celebrate Oktoberfest, besides all kinds of silliness and zaniness and such, was this is an old prop I had with my students for years and years that I would wear at Oktoberfest. And then this is a t-shirt because I wasn't going to wear actual lederhosen, but it is Oktoberfest. My grandfather, my mom's father, was born in Bavaria. So that is my only link to Bavaria. I'm like 1/4 Bavarian if you count my grandfather having been born there. So anyhow, so today I'm doing something. It's either going to be cool or boring. I don't know which way you guys are going to take it because after a while it's just same thing. But if we go to the trains I'm running today, I am running every beer wagon I have, either ones that were gifted to me, ones that came in Herb's collection, or a couple that I have bought on my own. And I don't have enough Bavarian steam locomotives to run them all. And I thought it would be appropriate if they were all steam locomotives. And they're ranked, they're lined up according to the beers most commonly sold and used at Oktoberfest. So we'll get to that in a minute, but so I'm not going to necessarily go through all the different locomotives. The big event of this week has been, how dare I say it? How dare I say it? I forgot my name tag is in the way there, so I'll put that picture over there so you can see it. I've gone on a bit of a crazy spending spree. I tapped into my hidden resources and I have bought a crap load. Beer wagons are making you thirsty. Well, willkommen, Maria Prescott. Welcome, Maria Prescott. And let's pull this up. Whoops. And somebody else who's new, Dame Maria, we are going to knight you. Whoops. Add as moderator. Standard. Save. I now declare you a knight of the rhomboid table. You are now a knight of the rhomboid table, Maria, and therefore you get to post a link to your channel or other channels that are hobby related. Doesn't have to be model trains, just any good hobby. Everything from sports to quilting and knitting to cooking. Just any channel except politics and religion. We keep that stuff out of here. Bonsoir, Titiari, and hello, Sir Rayron is here. Ray of Rayron is here. Well, you need to check that because I should not be broadcasting 144p. But then again, my internet has been acting up. So I might be. They are now working on the local internet. See, I'm looking at the StreamYard feed, and I'm not looking at the internet feed. So my apologies. Their Verizon is working on the internet in this area. You only watch. Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. Watching's fine. So hopefully the internet kicks up a little better. My apologies. But anyhow, I've gone on a crazy spending spree. I will have to move. I'm using the wrong thing to do this. There we go. I got to move him out of the way. The beer must flow. Oh, your Grace's mom. Well, hello. I should have recognized the last name Prescott. My apologies. So anyhow, I have gone on a crazy spending spree. This is the one that came in yesterday. This is a Bavarian, or I'm sorry, a Württemberger C-Class. This does not technically go with those Württemberger cars, but it's the locomotive I'm going to have going with those cars because the options either did not exist or I thought were just too ugly to buy. But he'll go nicely with those cars. And then you already may have seen him in videos, but we got a class 38 and a class 01 and a class 44 is coming early next week. Now, I got these all for bargain basement sale prices. I did not spend a lot of money on any of these. This guy was the most expensive, and he was the equivalent. Whoops. I linked you. I forgot you got a cover there. But yeah, I spent just under $200 on that guy, the Württemberger one. So anyhow, let's go to the trains. Let's get them in motion. And again, hopefully the internet will get better. But yeah, their connection is unstable if you're on Wi-Fi. I am hardwired, but I'm ready to quit Verizon now. In less than a year, going to their internet. I'm ready to quit. I'm tired of fighting it. All right, so in lane one, we have a class 18 Bavarian. I figured a Bavarian steam locomotive would be the appropriate one to put everything in motion. There you go. Come on. Just needed a little bump there. I should run him a little slower so you can see the beer cars. Next is a class 50. Obviously, nothing here is prototypical. Oh, did that guy derail? Yep, he sounds like he did. Oh, Paul Honor, you've been pretty good, but you're acting up today. It's always the first one, and then you're good. Oh. And then line 3, we got that Prussian P8. At least we should have that Prussian P8. There. A lot of Spaten cars. Spaten's one of the biggest beers that sold at Oktoberfest. Hey, Sir Andy in March West Junction. And then number 4 is a class 01. Now, this class 01 is not, there's no Bavarian beers here. The first 3 trains are all Bavarian beers. I'm trying to get so they don't go too fast so you can actually kind of read the beers. But it's other beer cars I have. And then the class 24 is the same. And then way in the back, we got one of those KLVMs. And he's just pulling some Danish beers and so they're just on that little last train over there. Yeah, that's weird. This is saying excellent connection, but the internet is saying not good. Oh my goodness, this Polaner car is driving me crazy. Oh, why are you doing this? I even changed your coupling. Oh, I got one car. It was acting up during practice. And then I fixed it. It did a lot of loops without problems. And all of a sudden he's back to giving problems again. Hey, hello, Sir Ray of Bobel. Welcome in. Now you keep derailing in the same place too, so let's just behave, huh? Otherwise I'll have to take you out. But we are running 80 beer wagons. I know you guys are waiting for me to get the floor started, but I want to get these guys going and make sure everything's okay. Okay, he went around last time pretty good. So again, I don't know if you guys are going to find just a bunch of beer wagons boring. There are some really cool ones. But on this first train, we have Lowenbräu, Augustiner, Franziskaner, Paulaner, actually not Lowenbräu, and then Hofbräuhaus München. The Hofbräuhaus, of course, is the old royal brewery of the von Wittelsbach family of Bavaria. No, I don't think the camera's out of focus. My internet is struggling right now. So it's coming up 140, whether you're set to 140 or not. It's like 144 or 360 right now. I am trying to. I'm hoping the internet fixes itself because they are working on it locally. Been doing more building than filming. I understand that. Although I've been doing more filming than anything lately because I've posted a lot of videos. But, you know, last Sunday, my grandson Kyan, out of the blue, asked me if we could run some trains, and I had already set up all the cars for the Oktoberfest. I'd already set up all the wagons. All right, O1, why are you stopping? Oh, my goodness. It's bad enough the internet's not working, but now some cars uncoupled. These crappy old world couplers. Yeah, I don't know. Everything was going well, and then bam, it's not going well. It's the Paul Honor cars are causing trouble. I don't know why Paul Honor is being such a. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get everybody else going again. Yeah. All right. Woo, there's a nice passing all the trains in one shot. How about that? Yes. Well, actually, technically, it doesn't. The fourth train has the most because it's basically one car. It's only like 9 cars, but they're all different brands. Actually, there's 2 that are Stuttgarterhof. But you got the Bordeaux wine barrels, and then Stauffenbräu, Stuttgarter Hofbräu, Gantner, Dinkelacker, Rothaus, Pilz, Veltins, Dortmunder Kronen, Kostritzer, Wilkener, and 2 Becks. So it's got like 10 types of beer. So lane 1 has Augustiner Bräu, Francis Connor, Paul Honor, and then Hofbräu. So it only has 4 brands of beer. The second one is Löwenbräu und Hackerpschor. And then the third one with the P8 is Spatens, a whole bunch of Spatens, Weihenstephan, Kumbacher, and Thomas. Prost! That's good. Hello, Sir Digger, and hello, S&C Railway. Yeah, see, I can't even go reboot my internet or the stream would end. But that's what I need to do is reboot my box up there. So my apologies to everybody who's seeing this in crap. You can come back and watch it on replay because when it uploads, it'll be in full clarity, full high definition. Geschichten aus dem Polaner Garten, yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, my goodness. All right, this Polaner business is being annoying as get out. 2 of them uncoupled and derailed. Well, the gremlins are still hitting me, but it's just one train and probably just this one car. Oh, and I still didn't start the bottom. Oh, why are you being such a pain in the patootie? Okay, I got to reach one more here, which I can't do. What's the best way to do this? Because I can't on the other trains until I get that one out of the way. All right, now I can at least get the other cars going. And let's get the ones on the floor going because I completely forgot about them with all the distractions here. So I'm just cursed right now. I'm just cursed. Freaking problems the last few live streams with cars, and it's always something different with different cars. And let's get the floor going. Well, I know you take us a couple of seconds to get warmed up. I figured we just run all steamers. Whoops, I bumped the camera too. There we go. All right. Come here, guys. You're all kind of making me upset here. Now, which guy is causing all the problem? It's you because you got those really, and I can't change it out. So I'm just going to have to take you out for now. Why is the Spattenbrau on this one? Oh, well. All right, let's see if removing this one guy solves some of the problems. All right, so hello, Sir Kenneth of Burwell. Welcome in. Sorry, the internet here is working badly, so things are broadcasting low. My internet provider decided that Friday in the afternoon and over the next week would be a good time to start doing the whole internet system in Northwest Ohio. I can't win for losing sometimes. Anyhow, let's get united. Welcome in. And now declare your Knight of the Rhomboid table. All right, Kenneth, you are now Spannered and a Knight of the Rhomboid table. You may post a link to your channel or anybody else's channel you like and want to share. No, actually, yeah, I do have a couple of beer. Whoops. There's two cars I missed to put back on. Yeah, I have a couple of trucks hauling beer, but at the rate I'm going, I think I'm just better off not trying to do that. You've got next week off. But yeah, I should have thought of that. You're absolutely right. I've got several of those rolling road flatbeds, and I've got a Polaner and a Lowenbrau and a Spattens. I've got a Polaner, a Lowenbrau, and a Spattens. Maintenance of way, guys. Maintenance of way. Still got that Batman tilt. Well, hello, Clintonville. You're going live in a few minutes, aren't you? And hello, Sir Dwight of Curly. So Sir Brian and Sir Dwight, welcome in. All right, let's start going through the cameras here. Why is that 01 stopping right there? Okay. Let's go to another camera. Well, hello, Soraya Bertelson. Welcome in, welcome in. Well, the internet's getting better until I said something. Herr Kommissar. Oh. For those who don't know, I don't drink a lot of beer, but it's Oktoberfest and I thought I'd have some fun. I am drinking a Franziskaner Hefeweizen, one of my favorite beers. Franziskaner Hefeweizen. But guten Tag, meine Damen und Herren, wie geht es Ihnen? Turn that music off. Don't hate on German Oompa music. It's almost over. I will be, sorry, Tim, I will be playing some Oompa music throughout the Live Fest. If you never heard Polka again. I like it at the right time. You know, it's a seasonal thing. It's fun. It's happy. And it's free. Inebriation News Act. In heaven there is no beer. That's why we drink it down here. And when we are gone from here, all our friends will be drinking all the beer. Yay! So you're better off listening to them playing music because you don't want me singing it. You were nodding your head to it. Reminds you of Griswold's in the UK. Especially when Garrett Frobe did it. Oh, goodness. You know, you've never seen a movie where Garrett Frobe's voice actually appears unless you've seen outtakes of a couple of the American, or I shouldn't say American, the English-speaking movies he was in. So I don't know. What do you guys think? You can be honest. Is it boring just to see Beer Wagon? I do have to run them a little faster because they got to get up that incline. Although that camera, I need to adjust. That is definitely too angled. I might go over there and do that. All right, Lee, go get some recording done. The bigger question is, are you staring at the trains right now? Or are you staring at the jugs of beer? The Bavarian would say more beer. Yes, he would. Mehr Bier. Bier hier bitte. Im Himmel gibt es kein Bier. Also wir trinken es hier. Und wenn wir sind nicht mehr hier, alle Freunde trinken alle Bier. Well, I'm partial to brunettes with darker eyes myself. Hey, hello, Sir David Scott Rails. Welcome in, welcome in. It's going to be weird to have to go through and delete all the stuff I've added in. Let's put you on. This is the one camera I did not put anything. This is the one camera I didn't put anything extra on. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay, so hopefully I adjusted that camera. Oh, you're hoping to drive your new tram. Gives much better head on her beers. Yep, we'll just leave that alone there. We won't poke at that one, at least publicly. You drive a train. You're a train driver or an engineer. Hello, Sir Andy of Dobson. The Puff Candy Night. Which, boy, doesn't that sound like an insidious little term. Get off the tracks! Get off the tracks! You stupid Oompa band! Get off the tracks! Oh, we better be. Get away from me! You pitey! Wir fliegen, wir fliegen! Woo! No. I am not. I am just playing around and having fun. I act like this all my life without alcohol or drugs. Hello, Ian. Yes, that was Captain Picard, but that was 3 years before he became Captain Picard. That was when he was Gurney Halleck in the original 1984 movie Dune, which sadly is still the best version of the book, and it's still a horrible version of the book. Dune and Lord of the Rings. Why people can't get these books right movies, I don't know. But I do want to make this understood. I am having one beer. That's it. If I'm playing around and silly, that's just because I'm playing around and silly. It's a day to be silly. I have put a lot of time and effort into preparing this live stream, and I just want to make you guys have a smile and share some of my laughs with me. Cool. I have not been drunk since I was 20 years old, so that was 40 years ago. And I stopped drinking for 20 years after that. Oh, why are you struggling here, O1? You're the only one. Oh. Well, hello, Sir Simon of Model Railway Showcase. Oh, wow. Ian, sorry, not Ian, Ifo. I don't know. The most Lowenbrau, no, is it Lowenbrau or Spaten's is the most? I have 80 beer cars. And Lowenbrau is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 out of 80. That's what, about 6. 13 out of 80. That's about 16%. 13 out of 80 is about 16%. And then Spaten's has a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8. 8 Spaten's. So that's 1/10, obviously 10%. Who's the other big one? Paul Honor, I have a lot of, but it's not that many. So Lowenbrau is the biggest. Hofbräu, there's 4. Augustiner, there's 3. Francis Connor, there's 4. Paulaner, there's 7. So, 4 would be 5%, 7 would be almost 8%. So say about 7% there. I've got 3 Tuborg because Simon gave me 1, and then Simon gave me 2, and Jean gave me 1, sent me 1. So Lowenbrau by far and away is the most, which makes sense because it's one of the Spaten and Lowenbrau are 2 of the biggest sellers at Oktoberfest, along with Francis Connor, which I'm drinking. Skvatch. Yep. Skvatch. Plug it, see? Not sure where we're going there. And all the deer are just watching all the trains go by going, what up with that? But now, be glad you don't have smell-o-vision, not because of the beer farts either. But let's start cranking it up. You, and you. Let's see how quickly it takes them to get going. Oh, let's go 11 lane quick. 11 lane, where are you? Wrong way. Choo! There you go, guys. Doing some smoke in there. Come on, 01, let's get it going. Come on, class 50. You normally smoke pretty good. but you're on camera, so you're going to be silly today. At least the Bavarian 18, the S36 knew what to do. Did I not give you enough? All right, well, let me stop you over here and add a little more. Oh. Oh, there you go. All right, good. All right, class 50, get into motion now. Now, can we get the 01 going? Oh, you're steaming a little. Now, where's the, yeah, there's the class 50 smoking. All right, so we got some smoke. Yeah, EPO, it's, it's old school, so it doesn't have a real control system. You just pour the oil in and it just shoots it. I do like the modern technology where it can control, and even like my class 18 where it has it linked with the cycling of the motion. So, as the train goes chuff, 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 the smoke works in sync with that. I want to drive Joyce crazy once and try to get 6 steamers that smoke and get them all smoking. Now, the Class 01 is putting up a very thin stream. I wonder why that's not going, but... I like smoke. Hey, how about you guys that are into steam? Do you like it if they smoke? Don't like it, or you're ambivalent? The beer must flow. You like seeing the smoke. Love the smoke. Love the smoke. Good. Good. Tom says he doesn't like it. Okay, that's cool. One time I had 4 steamers blowing smoke at the same time down here, and Joyce came down and was like, oh my God. And I was like, yeah, it was much, but I wanted to see what would happen. But it look, yeah, and I agree, Ipo, when it's coordinated, when it's pulsed with, especially with the modern digitals, it's amazing. The technology to make that happen. Well, hello, Sir Craig. Well, hello to England, 0.0 survival. Well, hello, 0.0. Welcome to a special running of trains of Oktoberfest. I do have UK 00 trains on the floor. Kenneth Burwell likes smoke. Well, only if you got them smoking. Only if you got them smoking, Jean. Then yeah, you've run the smoke too long. Fortunately, there's not a smoke detector right here. It's at the top of the stairs. I probably should move it down here, but come on, 01, you need to get smoking. Everybody else is smoking. But I like it. It's cooler when it's pulsed, but I like it even if it's not pulsed. If it's just blowing smoke, it's just cool. It adds that element of pseudo-realism. Obviously, the pulse is very realistic. So anyhow, let's get 0.0 knighted. I now declare you a knight of the round point table. Hey, 0.0, I don't know your name, but if you have a channel and you want to put a link to it, go ahead and put a link to it. You can link to anything, history channels, plane channels, model trains, comedy channels, anything except religion or politics. Anything except religion or politics. Yeah, 0.0. Oh, from Sheffield. And somebody says Sheffield. I took a train through Sheffield once, but didn't stop there. But we actually have a lot of UK guys here from, well, a lot of guys from the UK here, men and women. I shouldn't say guys, but I use guys to cover everybody. Yeah, Sheffield was a steam town. Wasn't Roger Daltrey of The Who from Sheffield? And weren't most of the members of Duran Duran from Sheffield? Hey, Sir Raymond of Legs. IMA should be on the bucket list of train modelers. I don't know. I don't like having a bucket list because it sounds so finite. But there are a lot of things I want to do in my life and a lot of things I won't get to. Now, in 2023, when Joyce and I went to Germany, we definitely we achieved a train modeler, a German train modeler's dream for me, which was we hit all the big German model train exhibitions. We hit Miniature Wonderland, Porsche Traumwerk, and the Märklin in Göppingen. We hit those big 3. We would have done the one in Berlin, but they took that down 5 years ago and sold it off. Def Leppard was from Sheffield too. Yes, they were. Sheffield has a great technical museum. Closed. Now, by the way, since I was educating you a little bit earlier, but an old tradition, it's not really followed as much, but an old tradition is, oh, you missed out on that? Sorry to hear that, Raymond. I have not missed out on much the last couple of weeks. Everything I've been after, I've got, and there's still other things, but I went on a little spending spree. I tapped into my emergency train funds, and I've bought, but like yeah, this P8. Now I'll go to the main camera. He's from Hammersmith, London. Well, maybe it was he worked in Sheffield or something like that, because he worked in the steel industry, and I believe it was in Sheffield, but I could be crossing stories. Good night, Mara. Thank you for joining us. Really appreciated. But for example, this P8 Class 38, which is the P8s became known as Class 38s during nationalization in the German Railway. And I'm sorry, because of my shaky hands, I have to hold this in a way that probably blacks your view. But I spent $130 to buy this. That was $130. For a Märklin steamer, that's a good price. This guy was $100. This guy was $100. This is the one I bought at the garage sale. It's a Class 012, which is basically a Class 1 refitted, as I've been educated on by a few people. But I paid $100 for this at a garage sale just outside my home here. Well, not right outside my home, but, you know, a few miles down the road here. So, you know, and I got those cars, and I have the fifth one probably sitting on my front porch right now. Okay, Sean Bean is from Sheffield. Okay. All right, let's get some trains back on camera. The internet seems to have stabilized. Are you guys getting much better imagery? Yeah, Oktoberfest officially begins this weekend. Oktoberfest begins this weekend. See, a lot of people don't understand that Oktoberfest actually begins in September and ends in the first week of October. It's 3 weeks. Well, actually, it's not even 3 weeks long. It's 16 days. But the after party goes on a few more days. Yeah, well, for those of you just coming in, it's because early on my internet was really bad because they're working on it. So now that it's after 3:30, they probably are done messing about with it. All right, I'm going to turn those two smokers off so I don't burn out their elements. Still waiting for the 01 to heat up and get rolling. All right, here's another question for you, my friends, if I may call you that. And trust me, I'm not asking your permission. It's just calling people my friends can be fatal. Anyhow, when watching, I assume most people prefer to watch a train coming on rather than going away from you. Obviously, if you could do both, that's fine. But like here, where a train is coming up, do you prefer watching a train coming up toward you, locomotive first, or watching it go away from you? So like this one coming up now, it's coming up toward you. Do you prefer this view? You know, like here coming into the station. Or coming up around at the bottom of the picture, obviously my name tag's in the way, but in about 5 seconds, a train will show up. Do you like that view? Well, hello, Christoph's Modell Eisenbahn. Yes, I want to go to International Märklin Days. I do want to go. When Joyce retires, I think we're going to put that on the list and go to Göppingen. I have been to Göppingen. I've been to the Märklinaeum. That was in 2023. I toured the factory and the museum there, but it was in June and not in September when they do Märklin Days. So I would really love to do that. Anyhow, we've got somebody else I need to knight here. So, guten Abend. And hello, Sir Greg of Midsummer Rail. And hello, Eric from Bandan Eisenbahn. Sir Eric, wie geht's, wie steht's? You like them coming and going. Good to see the mixture, up and down. Okay, loco first. Both, says Dino. All right, that is cool. Well, you know, the thing is, I am about the whole train. I am about the whole train. So I don't necessarily have a preference, but if it's an old classic steam locomotive, especially blowing its steam, I love to see it coming on. But anyhow, Christoph, you are now knighted. You're a knight of the rhomboid table, so you can post a link to your channel or anybody else's channel that you would like people to be aware of. Fence is kaput. Yeah, hey, Eric, I couldn't ask on the videos because he had comments turned off because Billy was in the video. But was that the re-release that came out of about 3, 4, 5 years ago, or was that the original Evel Knievel wind-up motorcycle jump toy? I had one of those back in the 70s. And I toyed with buying it when when that toy company re-released it here. You don't have any Silberling list. That was yours. So it's the old original one from childhood. That's cool. You still have your Evel Knievel? Yeah, mine disappeared a long time ago. We played with it all the time. I had like 3 different versions: the blue suit, the red suit, and the white suit of Evel Knievel. I had the stump wind-up bike in there, and then we had the rocket, the one he tried to jump the Snake River Canyon with. We had that one, and ours flew about as well as his did. Oops. All right. I really need 3 monitors now. If I'm going to keep using StreamYard, I got to go with 3 monitors. Oh, the 01 is finally going. Yay! I didn't even notice that. Oh, look at him smoking away there. Yep, it did. Sorry about that, guys. Hello, Sir Steve of Childers. Welcome in. Yeah, it was going good for a while, but yeah, it just kind of crashed. Yes, and Eric, hopefully you'll back me up on this. You are supposed to, most Germans want to drink the foam, at least all the Germans I've met. You drink the foam. Prost. Oh, I didn't mention that. I was going to mention that. But old proper German tradition is when you say Prost, you have to be drinking alcohol. You're not supposed to say Prost drinking a Pepsi or a Coke or water. It's supposed to be a beer. And even in wine, there's a different toast you should do. A Prost is supposed to be with alcohol. Prost! Ein Prosit, ein Prosit. And yes, you will hear Prost and Prosit. You didn't notice the beer. Well, I should have, I really, sadly, I'm kind of biased. I apologize. I did not, for the heterosexual men and bisexual and gay women, lesbian, I gave the beautiful girls. Unfortunately, I wasn't quite so polite with the other side of the street, so to speak. You got a few men here showing some knee here. Blowing their clarinets and oomping their paws. So yeah, the internet just came back again. So sadly, you'll all have to go back and watch this on replay when you won't have the bad quality kicking in. Now, where's the guy saying, hey, man, those dudes are blocking my view of the British trades? Lederhosen. No I in it. No I in it, Raymond. Just L-E-D-E-R. Lederhosen. Got some action happening here. I've not gone to those two cameras yet. I need to get those there. Yeah, leader is song. So what you were saying is song pants, which sounds like a very bizarre nickname somebody could have. Ooh, they're racing. The P8 and the Class 18, they're racing. Coming around the corner, Class 18 takes the lead. Churning through. There's no catching that Class 18 with its beer load. It's in a hurry. It's got to get that beer to Munich. There's that 0-1 puff, puff, puffing. I like that puffing even better. Woo, he's flying a bit. Let's slow him down now. A good Bock beer there. I think she's holding, looking at the logo, that's Hocker Shore she's holding. The other one's just generic. For all I know, it could be American beer. Ooh. Oh, sorry, my fellow Americans, but mainstream American beer is bleh. Even Sam Adams is crap. Oh, I spoke sacrilegiously there. I'm sure I'll hear from somebody. Yes, Christoph. Bitte laden Sie uns ein. Stell einen Link darunter. $99 Abonniere. Also, jetzt 100. Whoops. Hab abonniert. Gut. Yep. At least according to my table, I was number 100 because it was 99 and then I subscribed. No, I missed that research. After 5 pints, every beer is okay. I disagree. I've had a few pints of beer and still tasted bad ones. Oh, yeah, Hot Dog Pilot, I turned it off. They finally made it so we could disable it, so I did. Yeah, it's starting to run out because now it's not pulsing so much. But yeah, I hope it doesn't offend anybody in the room. But yeah, I didn't like it. I thought it was silly, and they made you do it. Now they finally made it so you could disable it, and I did. You spotted the Welsh Dragon? Yep. That is Lord Owl. He gave that to me himself in 2023. So yeah, it's still on the layout. Let me see which camera is the best one to show that. Double North Slow View. Yeah, right there. So yep. Alan Wiles of Dragon Junction gave me that, and I put it on the side of that building there. It used to be in this camera, but now it isn't. Speaking of which, those white trees will be gone soon. Oh, and his Instagram. Oh, Instagram bombs me. Hey, Sir Gary of Leicester Station. Wonderful, and thank you for coming in. Yeah, Aaron, I only drink one beer. Usually a 12 ounce, whatever that is in liters, milliliters. In fact, I would say in the 11 months I live here in Toledo, in the 11 months where I live here in Toledo, because I spend 1 month living in Germany or Australia or the UK, wherever we go to visit. In the 11 months, I probably drink 4 beers, maybe 6 in 11 months. 4 bottles of beer. Joyce will buy a 6-pack and it will sit in there forever because I don't tend to drink beer. I don't socialize beer. Oh. Sorry. Little internet blip. But when I go to Germany, I have a beer probably every other night while I'm in Germany, just because I get tired of drinking water and pop. I'll drink water, orange juice for breakfast, and then I usually will often have a pop in the afternoon. And then for dinner, it's either another water or every other night I'll have a beer. So I'll drink 2-3 times as many beers a month when I'm in Germany than the rest of the year combined. I really don't drink a lot of beer. I don't drink liquor at all, other than I have some peach brandy from Stefan's Wine Paradise in St. Goar, Germany, and I might have a small shot of that every now and then. Greg, I have never smoked a joint in my life. I have never smoked a regular cigarette or an herbal jazz cigarette. I've never done any drugs other than what a doctor has prescribed me and an occasional aspirin. I grew up in a neighborhood where everybody smoked pot or sniffed turpentine or did whatever drug, heroin, and all 3 of my elder sisters got into drugs and it messed up their lives. So by the time I was 10, 11, 12 years old, I had all the just say no messages I needed in the 70s. My siblings gave me every reason not to do it. And not only did they mess themselves up, but it already created the problems that were inside my family to explode exponentially. I mean, my mom was crazy anyhow, but my sister's getting into drugs and getting into trouble. Just shot it off the Richter scale. So yeah, that was one of many reasons I would get harassed in my neighborhood, because I refused to join in. And I actually, when I was 21, ended a friendship with a friend because he started getting into drugs, and he was very anti-drugs, as anti-drugs as I was. And he started getting into drugs, and I tried to help, say, hey, dude, this is a bad road to take. You knew it was. And we would get into fights. And I said, look, well, at least if I'm coming over and we're going to play poker, we're going to go to a movie, blah, 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 stay off of it while I'm around. And he was like, I can't make promises. And I was like, you can't do this for a friend. I don't like being around it. And I don't like seeing what it does to people. And so after one fight, we went our own ways for a few years, and then he got off the stuff and called me back and apologized. He says, you were more than patient with me, and I just refused because I went down that road, and the guys I was hanging out with when I wasn't hanging out with you guys, it's what they did. And so I lost several years with that friend. He was the best man at my wedding, but by the time I was 25, 26, we just kind of stopped seeing each other. And we lost a few years in that. And every now and then we would try to get the old gang back together, and it just never felt the same. Christoph, which Märklin news? And EFO is going. Good night. Hopefully taken down. Well, I will hope that you get to do that. Hey, Eric, I think I asked before, Sir Eric, and I hope it's not being rude, but could I ask you how old your dad is? I may have asked before and forgotten, but Joyce and I were watching your video you put up with you and Billy and Opa, and Joyce was curious, and I couldn't remember. The littlest one there, Andre, that one right there, that's one of those Märklin KLVMs. It's not a true model steamer. It's based on one, but that's one of those Kleine Lokomotive von Märklin. They were just a generic, cheap steamer that were thrown in starter sets for kids and young people, inexpensive, cute, and I inherited a bunch of them. Also, was hat Märklin gesagt oder geschrieben oder gedruckt? Angemeldet. Gestern habe ich die neue Kataloge gesehen und habe auch ein Video davon gemacht. You're still waiting on your Piko news. Kindereisenbahnlokomotiven. Ja, genau, Raymond. My big news is I'm still waiting to see what's happening because I'm waiting to see what's going to happen to Eisenbahnromantik. SWR canceled it. This long running German train show that's been around forever and is very popular. And SWR finally decided not to renew it. They've canceled it or put it on hiatus while they decide what to do. And he is campaigning all over social media trying to get people to go. And I put in my 2 cents. I don't watch it a lot, but I have watched it. Oh, yeah. Tom Houston, well, you all have great channels, but Tom has a great channel, and some of my favorite videos, and no offense to all my friends here, but some of my favorite videos of the last few months were Tom discovering all those German trains he bought 20 years ago that have been locked away. Yeah, you watch it on YouTube, but yeah, SWR has Südwest Rundfunk have canceled it, or at least put it on hiatus, and he is begging people to protest the SWR and keep it going, while he's also asking some other network to pick it up. Also, Christoph, was hat Märklin gesagt? Was ist Neues? Roast. Yeah, well, I love Dr. Reiner. I love Dr. Reiner Wilke. He is a hilarious and cool dude. But of the major 3-rail producers, Märklin, of course, and then Roco and Piko, Pico's probably my least favorite. Pico's highest level is great stuff, but their lower level, I've had nothing but bad luck when I bought a Piko El Cheapo. All right, let's get off this view. How is the internet? The internet's looking good. So let's go to this view for a little bit. Prosit. We say Prost. Prost is like the verb form where you're actually cheers, everybody. And then Prosit is like the noun form. That's why they sing it. Ein Prosit, ein Prosit. But I need about 10 more people or 100 more people lined up next to me. So, yeah. Papa, papa, yeah. Forget the spice, son. Tonight, the beer must flow. I don't know. Did anybody enjoy the little Dune cartoons I cobbled together real fast this morning? Your cheap Pico stuff still runs after 2 years. I didn't get that far with my cheap Pico stuff. It was more like 2 months to 6 months. I blame the Romans. Nominative, declarative. Yep. See, I had a Latin grammar base, but then in German, you also have to learn Latin grammar. That's why one of my favorite scenes in any movie, I used to show it to my students, was the scene from Monty Python's Life of Brian, where Brian is writing Romans Go Home. What are you doing? It says Romans go home. No, it doesn't. Romans, they go to the house. Wow, I didn't put anybody in here. So let's put somebody in here. Wow, nobody's here. People called Romans, they go to the house. It says Roman goes home. No, it doesn't. Goes like, but that's nominative. But Romans go home is imperative, sir. Accusative. Imperative. Ayunt. Now, write it 100 times or I'll cut your balls off. Right away, sir. Hell sees us, sir. But I would show that because my students had to learn. In object case, they had to learn accusative, nominative, accusative, and dative. And we would teach them two-way prepositions. And in German, two-way prepositions, if it's showing change of location, you use accusative case. If it's giving a location, it's dative case. So in German, you can have two sentences that have one letter different, but they mean very different things. You could say, ich fahre in den Wald. That means you're in the forest driving. I'm sorry, you're going to the forest. Ich fahre in den Wald. I'm driving to the forest. If you're in the forest, it's ich fahre in dem Wald. So the N changes to an M, and it goes from destination to location. Ich fahre in den Wald. I'm driving to the forest. Ich fahre in den Wald. I am in the forest driving. I'm driving in the forest. You're a big fan of Dune 84? I still think it's the best rendition of the book, but it still had a lot of wrong in it. Because first of all, Fade Harkonnen was dark-haired, not a blonde. But, okay, that's picky. Who cares? You see Paul and his dad all the time and some of the Fremen out in the desert all the time with their hat on, and they tell you you'll die within 10 minutes if you're not wearing your still suit and full mask that only shows a slit of your eyes, and then you're supposed to have goggles over those because Dune is that dry and hot. And then the Harkonnens are evil enough. They didn't have to do like the whole heart plug and everything bit. That wasn't in the book. Baron Harkonnen is evil, but they made him sort of almost vampiric. But it's still the most faithful rendition. Well, hello, Sir Charlie of Partikill. We're having fun running beer trains and occasionally playing some beer music. Which is annoying some people, I should say. You're supposed to be able to switch these, and for some reason I can't get them. Oh, we just lost quality imagery again. The internet just dropped. Oh, stupid internet. Oh, I am getting off Verizon. I think this is. Many Germans would be like, we would say, oh, you can be Bavarian for a day. And many Germans I know would say, I'd rather die. But my mother's father was born in Bavaria. Her mother was born on the Rhine River area. She was Rhenish. And my grandma Dodge was born in Stettin, which is now Zechen, Poland, but she was Prussian. She wasn't Brandenburger or anything else. She was Prussian. She wasn't Pomeranian. She wasn't Brandenburg. She was Prussian. You'd rather eat a Fischbrötchen. Well, the music's over, Jean, so don't worry about it. I didn't say anything important. You couldn't get into them during school? The first book is great with a couple of small things that I find tedious, and each book goes downhill in quality. And then his son, Frank Herbert's son, started writing add-on books, and they were just terrible. The first book isn't that hard to digest. It's a fairly easy read. It's political intrigue and it's really a space age portrayal of medieval politics. It's a fairly it's a King Arthur story. You have the hidden kid that doesn't realize it's Luke Skywalker, it's King Arthur, it's all those stories about the hidden super being, the hidden person that's going to be the Messiah. So imagine you're 15 years old, this crazy woman comes in, puts you through this horrible little mental test, physical test as well, and then says, by the way, you just might be a god. You are the unexpected birth. We've been trying to create a superhuman through hundreds of years of breeding, and you just might be it. Imagine being 15 and told that. Well, nowadays you'd go on TikTok and try to make yourself famous, but you could run your 81 with the Carlsberg. Hey, Sir Kieran. Hello, J94, Sir Kieran. How do you know someone is Bavarian? They tell you. Yeah, okay. I saw your line, they tell you. Yeah. Bavarians, if you ask them where they're from, 9 out of 10 Bavarians will not say Germany. They'll say Bavaria. I am Bavarian. I live in Germany. They are Bavarians first. They are Bavarians first, Germans second, if they'll admit to being German. I really hate wearing hats, but I thought I would try to force myself to keep this on through the show. Yeah, Mecklenburg-Vorpommern, except Zechen was not part of Mecklenburg-Vorpommern. It was Ausserpommern, or simply Pommern. Not Ausserpommern. Ausserpommern was to the other way. But yeah, Stettin is where my grandma Gitana was born. Gitana Bolgata. And then my aunt, my dad's sister-in-law, the wife of my dad's brother, my Uncle Dale's wife, Frida, she was born and raised in Dresden and then moved to Berlin as a child during the war. They fled the Russians and moved to Berlin. And as a child, as a young child and into my teen years, Aunt Frida was a lovely, beautiful lady, as kind and sweet as they could come. But if you mentioned the Russians, ooh, she flashed a slightly darker side. She did not like the Russians. Well, welcome back, Gary. Sir Gary, it's great to have you here. All right, let's get some good shots here. Yeah, these old couplers, meh. That's the problem with them. Yeah, that one's bent. That's why. I could probably put that at the end of the training. It'd be all right. Same with your great grandma. Today of YouTube. The best thing about YouTube is this. It would be nice to have you all here, except I'd probably have to have had a lot more beer here. But this is what's great about YouTube is we got people from all around the world. Now, Artie is sleeping. Kiwi Dave is working. He's from New Zealand. Monsville is from Australia, but currently in New Zealand with their parents who are not well. What am I running tonight? Well, I am running, celebrating the start of Oktoberfest, obviously. I am running a bunch of steam locomotives and like this green one coming around, that is a class P8, a Prussian P8 as it's called. Also coming towards you right now is a class 24. Going in front of you, close to you, that is a class 01 steam locomotive. Way in the back is a imaginary steam locomotive, so it doesn't really have a class. It's just called a KLVM. And then coming around the corner in the upper left, this is a Bavarian S36, also known as a class 18 from the Royal Bavarian State, and that's the 24 going around again. And then way in the back, you will see way in the back, it'll eventually come around the front, but way in the back, just passing the hill about right now, is a class 50. So it's all steamers up above. And then down low, on the down low, I am running the Duchess of Hamilton. I think that's the right one. Or is it the Duchess of Sutherland? Duchess of Sutherland, I think. And the Mallard. Welcome again, Dirk from Sir Dirk from Southern Cross Rail System. Nice to have you here. And Southern States Railroad. Hello, hello. Okay, so Dirk hasn't left. Everybody's saying hi to Southern. So Oktoberfest starts this weekend. I know it's September and people go, but it's Oktoberfest. It celebrates the arrival, the coming of October. Oh, I hate this Batman tilt. Did I fit? Yeah, that's better. That's better. I am running 80 beer wagons. I'm running 80 of them. I really thought, I must have miscounted or counted things twice. I really thought that I got about 90 from Herb. I thought it was 90 to 100 from Herb, and I had a few of my own. In fact, one of my chat friends a while ago, and I forget if it was Dirk or was it Andy81E, gave me 2 sets of Märklin beer car sets. One was a 6-car set, and one was a 4-car set. So I had 10 there, and I thought I had at least 90 from Herb. So I thought I was well over 100. But when I got them all out, unless I put some beer wagons somewhere, I don't know, I had exactly 80. I had exactly 80 beer wagons. Yeah, Kieran, as mentioned before, that video you showed was really cool. Thank you for reminding me about that, Leslie. A lot of you, I mean, hey, by the way, people, I got to say this. Now, he'll probably play it off, but Leslie posted a video today that is, in my opinion, one of the coolest he's ever posted. Some of it in a torrential downpour, but that really gave it some. You admire the guy sticking to it and filming in that. But, some of the scenery. And he's got some beautiful landscape sceneries. But he went to, and I'll probably pronounce it wrong, is it Malay? In northwestern Scotland on the coast. And a great shot of, I forget what steamer it was, coming over the viaduct, but just an excellent video. Leslie, if you want to post a link to that video, please do, because you'll probably find it faster than me. No, Gary, I have not started messing with it yet because I've had a bunch of German trains I've been messing with. It will be the first time taking apart a Ringfield motor, so I really want to work on it when I am not risking distraction. Is it the Glenfinnan Viaduct? That one's up there. So I'm eager to work on it and see if I can get it running. If not, I hear Ringfield motors are a dime a dozen. I'll just buy a new motor and install it. Algorithm didn't promote it. Well, one of the ugly sides of promoting videos right now is if you're not doing all of YouTube's cool stuff now. For example, you'll notice, as I think Andy Hot Dog Pilot noted, I disabled, now that I can do it, I've disabled that crown and top 3 views and points and all that. I apologize if that bothers people or you were hoping to get points or whatever those points are good for. By disabling that, they're doing that. If you're not signed up for super chats like me, I don't do super chats. I've got that disabled, or at least it should be disabled. They keep nagging me about that. You could be making more money if you would enable super. If you're not doing the things they want you to do to raise money, they will not promote your video. Not that my videos should be promoted anyhow. But I'll put up one video and I'll do some things and 600, 800 views, and the next video gets 150 views. And, you know, I guess I look at, and really the comments are the most important thing to me. Whether it's just, hey, Anthony, nice video, because that's where you know who your best friends are, so to speak. I don't expect people to comment on shorts and post, but it's nice when they comment on the videos. Well, speak of the devil, there he is. Hello, Sir Artie from Down Under, the Wonder of Thunder from Down Under. All right, we've been on this camera for a while. Let's mosey along. Catching these guys right at time. Well, other than that one car causing fits, which I moved, everybody's running smoothly now. Knock on wood. I said, good day, sir. The beer flows, my lord. Yes, but we need 10 more kegs. See to it, man. The beer must flow. Still have to build a layout table and pick what glue to use. But first, the blue wire. I mean, I have hopes. I mean, you know, it's nice when a video gets a crap load more views than I normally get. Obviously, YouTube lets you know. They don't let you ignore it. But, I mean, I have hopes. As I say a lot of the time on these live streams, I just want I would love Matt Clark to go viral. I would love somebody to discover Matt Clark because I enjoy writing it. And I think it's funny. Not everybody does, of course. But I think if it got out to a wider audience, I think a lot of people would dig it. But that or one of our better parody songs. I'd love to see it. Yeah, see, I'm still waiting for that, Leslie. I'm still waiting to go somewhere and have somebody recognize me and go, hey, you're the Model Train Outsider, and not be somebody who I'm subscribed to on YouTube. Because like Mark from Dunnicle Dad and Andy from March West Junction were teasing me because Peter Jackson from Peter Jackson at Chapel Hill came to Warley and saw me, and he stood there staring at me, grinning, and then when I walked over, he pointed to me and go, yo, Anthony Dodge, Model Train Outsider. And I went, yes, I am. And they're like, see, it's happening. Anthony's finally getting his wish. And they goes, Peter Jackson from Chapel. And I'm like, no, this is not my dream. It's great to meet Peter, but I want it to be that random person where I don't know. And they'd walk up and go, oh, I know your channel. And I think it's great. But if it ever happens, more likely to be, you're that asshole. That would be my luck. That if I finally get recognized, it would be in a negative way. Yeah, I didn't put a advert on. They will randomize it, but I don't put advertisement on. They will automatically throw them in, but I will get a little notice on YouTube, the YouTube studio that says, now would be a great time to put in an ad. Come on, put in an ad. Go ahead, put in an ad. And then like 5 minutes later, like, screw it, we're putting in an ad. The hype setting. I don't know how I feel about the hype. I mean, seriously, I don't know that a hype is any different than a linking post. Live stream ads are annoying because they interrupt what you're saying. And when you come back, you may have missed something. Although with this one, you never miss anything. Das Bier muss fließen. Yep. Die Gewürze muss fließen. Oh, wait, that's Dune again. Die Gewürze muss fließen. The spice must flow. Yeah, I've done that one a lot. Bing! Here we go. So there's the class 01 chugging along. No, that's the class 24. My apologies. Here comes the class 01 the other way. So who's coming into view first? There goes the 50. There goes the P8. There goes the KLVM in the background. I swear I looked back and saw the 01. Yeah, there's the 01 now coming up. Keep forgetting there's a longer delay. And there's the 24 lapping again. Zoom. But yeah, speaking of Matt Clark, the new series will be starting within the next week or so. I've kind of hit a writer's block just because things are happening that really make it hard for me to try to sit down and write funny stuff. But the first 4 episodes are in the can. 5th one is coming along. And once I get through the 5th one, the 6th and 7th should be fairly easy. Yeah, the 24 is running a bit fast. Some of them do that. They warm up after a while, and then they really get fast, especially these old ones. There, I'm going to slow him down. He should have slowed down a bit there. But that's the problem. Unless you're watching on a TV, even on the monitor, they're going so fast, it's kind of hard to read the beer. I should stop each train in front of the camera, and you can read the beer ads. Here, I'm going to make him go real slow. Well, he's in the wrong camera for that. But that's Franz's Connor, Augustiner, Franz's Connor, and Paul Honor. You can see come around the corner. There's actually a Spattenkars on there. And then probably my favorite's Beer Wagon. I'm going to have to switch camera here because I do want to show this. Will it show up on the 11 lane? Yeah. But there you can see Augustiner Broy, Franz's Connor, which is what I'm drinking today. So I'll try to do this with the different trains. And then Paul Honor. Yes, Van den Eisenbahn. What can I do for you, Eric? Sir Eric. Paul Honor. Whoop. And then what I think is one of the prettiest beer wagons I've ever seen, it is the prettiest I've ever seen, is the end one here from Hofbräu. That right there, come on, get moving. That car right there, the very last car, that is gorgeous. I just love that. Franz's Connor. Oh, I like Franz's Connor Hefeweizen. But yeah, Hefeweizen is not everybody's. But yeah, that is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous wagon. All right, so now oh, come on, P8. No, you're making me go too slow. This is all Spaten here. Oh, come on, Franz's Connor. Go. Or P8. But look at this one. Look how long this beer boxcar, refrigerator car is. Look at that. That's the longest piece of freight I have, and it's a novelty beer car. Except for my double flatbeds. This is ridiculously long. I'm surprised it handles the curves, but it does. And more Spaten, more Spaten. I feel like I'm a Bostonian saying Spartan. Actually, that's not even the latest. The newest one is an 012. Do you want the model number? And then, so after all the Spatens, then I have Bayern-Stefaner, which I almost bought today, but I bought the Franziskaner instead. So now I just got to wait for the 50 to come around, and I'll slow him down and let you see that. The multi-track drifting. Yeah, there's that. Staying alive. Stay alive. Pause. Stop. 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 Whoops, wrong one. That's why he's not stopping. Yeah, he's stopping way over there. I got ahead of myself. Stupid glasses. I get mirror images on the side of my glasses. Makes me think something's closer. And it was the other train. It wasn't the one I wanted to stop here. Okay, so here's the Class 50. Oh, that's right. That thing stopped smoking. I should turn that off. So a couple of classics. The first one I have been told is very old. That's a very old car. These are all Löwenbräu, Lion's Brew. Now we have Löwenbräu, which is this, but it's their export, which isn't as good as their home. I don't like Löwenbräu when I would drink it in America, but when I've had it in Germany, it's not bad. Come on, Class 50. So this is all Löwenbräu. I have like 13 Löwenbräu coaches. That's a pretty one going right past now with the Luftmalerei building. And of course, the Löwenbräu crest. Couple of Löwenbräu tankers. And then the Hackershore, which is a local Munich beer. And actually, it's two companies. It's Hacker and Shore that join together. And at the end, I have one Hacker without the shore and one shore without the Hacker. So there's the shore without the Hacker. And then there's the Hackerbräu without the shore. Okay, so we'll get him back up to speed. Wondering where Joyce is, but she just workaholic, man. All right, let's do the 24. Except I'm not going to be able to stop it in time. Darn it. And there goes the 01. No, I did the 01 or the P8. I need, where are you? Here, this is what I need. Oh, that's the 01. Darn it. Well, you could kind of see those. So here comes the 24. Somebody's pro. Halle Löwenbräu, which is different. Guts beer. I've had Guts beer. Stuttgarter Hofbräu I've had. Schwabenbräu I've had. Polkingers I've had. And then the Alps. Yeah, I can't even read it here myself. Costa, I haven't had that one or the Lauterbach. Okay, yeah, I will get you that number in just a second. Let me just get this train back in motion. And way in the back, it's Danish beer, so we don't care. Tuborg and Carlsberg. What else is there in Denmark? Okay, where did I put the boxes? I thought I put them away, and I didn't. They are not here. Where did I put you guys? Well, it'll take me a second longer to look it up. All I know is it's class 012, and my memory is just toasted crap right now. Where did I put those boxes? They should be right there. I swear I put them away. Ah, well, crazy. Well, sadly, Eric, I am not remembering now. And I cannot figure out where the heck I put the boxes. Ach du Liebe. They should be right down there, or at worst over there. And I know I didn't put them over there, or I didn't see them. The car boxes are here. Oh, I know where I put them. Brain fart, brain fart, brain fart. Over here. That's where I put them. Yeah, 3310. I was going to say 11, but 3310. Okay, Eric, Sir Eric, it is 3310. Well, that's wonderful, Christoph. My first loco was an ICE3 in 2015. I am not new in the hobby, but I'm about to come up on 10 years since I got my first train. Okay, I bought it. It wasn't a gift. Ghost. And the last one. Not everybody likes Hefeweizen, but I do, and that was a good one. Joyce doesn't like wheat beers, Hefeweizen. Your ICE has broken bits on it. Sorry to hear that, Artie.
And it's all done in the best possible way.
I'm playing the opening video again. Sorry, P8. Let me get you back in business
You'll
here.
love it, and it's all done in the best possible way.
There we go. All right. I got to try to rescue those cars somehow. Anyhow, we are joined by our weekly special guest. Where are we at? Host cam. Where's... There's a hat for you. If you really want to show off, you can put your lemonade in your Stein.
Okay. hi, everybody.
Deep voice. Get that voice going.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, not deep like that.
I don't want to go far.
Hi,
So,
my
hi,
name's
Simon.
Betsy.
Hi, Finnegan.
Ah,
Andre, hello. Hello, Tom. Hi there,
we've
Andy.
had several first time.
Hi, Greg. Hi, Irville. Thanks.
Okay.
I'm not worried about him, Artie. We're soulmates. Hi, Southern States. Hi, Raymond. Hi, Andre.
Oh, all right.
Dino.
I gotta take you off, darn it.
So, yeah, we're dealing with derailment here.
Now it's not derailed.
Well, not a
It's
derailment,
an old coupler that's
yeah, the
loose,
coupler.
And now it's getting caught on the.
Yeah, that was a coupler
so
he
it's
had to
causing
fix.
the short.
Yep. So I hope everybody's doing well. I hope we're enjoying Oktoberfest. He got skanky beer, so I'm not drinking it.
I got skanky beer.
Weiss beer. I don't like Weiss beer.
Yeah, but there's also Warsteiner in there, which is a Pilsner.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that. Didn't look that close. Hi, Leslie. Screen's too small.
God, don't tell me I have to go. All right, well, you keep talking to everybody for a second.
Okay. Oh, well, gosh.
I've got.
Obviously, you're on your phone, but you get the 4. You can see it on mine. I can see I'm there, but okay. It's all right. So, Christoph Smuddlesbahn. That's cool. Got your beer ready?
Gotcha.
Might take up enough space, that's for sure.
Yeah, this one has an old, slightly bent down, and it
Gotcha.
hangs down low. It's
Oh,
been doing
Andy,
fine,
don't
but
ask,
apparently
honey.
It's finally bounced low.
Don't ask.
So we're going to be down to 79 cars running.
Okay.
The Spattenbräu has been a little bit of a pain in the patootie.
You had only one beer wagon, really? Oh. So Anthony could get them.
Well,
I pointed a few out. Why don't you get this one? What did I teach today? Still working on continents and oceans with my little 4th graders. Spacey one doesn't know what we're doing. And hi, Sean. Glad you're here. And then in science, we're working on learning the metric system. Because that's what you use in science. I told them I know it's not fair. You have to learn too.
yeah, see, here's the guy causing the problems. I got him to work for a while, but now he's
been quarantined or something, or kicked out. I don't know. So anyway, lots and lots of beer wagons. As you know, Anthony only had a few, and then his friend gave him a ton.
So here's the situation. See, this coupler hangs down, and then there's a little tab here.
Yeah.
A real low tab here.
Yeah.
And it's catching on the turnouts where the center nubs go up to push the skis over.
Right.
And I had fixed it a bit, but not enough, and it's hanging back down. Gotcha. See, if I get it up here, see, this is what I did before. I got it up here, and it stays up, and it doesn't catch. But,
right.
All right, so
it fell. Okay.
I got to try to figure out a way to fix that.
Sometimes we all have a bad day.
Here, I'll show everybody what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you can tell that. Oh, your coupler's always hanging down too. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how well you can see. Yeah.
That's a better view.
Yeah, you see there's a little tongue hanging down right there? Well, this one is okay. This one, all of a sudden, will break loose and hang much lower. You can see that. Sorry about the shaky app, but it hangs lower, and it's catching on the center rail nubs. See, if you look at center rail nubs on turnouts, where's the best way to show
the Roco beer wagon.
You can see the nubs get taller as you come over the frogs, and that's to lift the ski up when it turns out so it doesn't create a short. But what's happening is this guy is catching on those raised nubs. He's catching on those raised nubs because they're a little higher on the the double slips. Depot. It's catching on the double slips one, which are very high, and that's been what was creating the problem. I fixed it, but apparently it finally collapsed again. So that is the problem. Actually, it was this one. So yeah, so that nub hangs down really low.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's you can see it bumping along here.
You
Bump, 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 bump.
sure you're on just you?
Bump, 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 bump. You can see it catching there. So,
Mine's
yeah,
us old guys about life. Everything droops with age.
Yep. That's a Roco beer wagon.
Yeah. Well, how is Roco? Oh, I see. It's a Roco
Märklin.
brand. Yeah, so it's Märklin.
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 And yep. You can't see it in the light there.
Yeah.
And yeah, the Roco sign isn't there. It's just a little smaller. Good eyes, Raymond.
All right, Raymond.
Yeah, I'd say half of these beer cars are Märklin, and the other half are Leishman, Roco, and Lima.
Andre says the V60 has it as well,
Märklin.
so he has a problem with it. Märklin.
Your coupler always hangs down. We don't want to go there.
Märklin.
Only have one beer wagon from the GDR.
Now.
And John Ricard, I hear the voice of an angel.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, John Ricard. I appreciate that. I try my best.
All right, night, Finnerton. Yeah, but there's
Well, Brian, thanks for hanging out with us. It was really cool that you could spend some of your Friday with us.
Absolutely.
We appreciate
Pleased
it.
to see you.
But we had a little odd start because of that car.
Okay.
But actually, things were smooth within 10, 15 minutes.
I hope than the last.
Oh, yeah, better, but still a
I don't
problem.
think it's pizza night tonight.
What?
I don't think we'll pizza tonight.
No pizza. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Unless you want to do pizza.
No, Marco sub doesn't sound bad.
You can do Marco subs.
That sounds good.
Okay, we'll do Marco subs. So Marco subs. Marco's is a local pizzeria, and they do subs. So now that'd be fine. Shim it
One of
behind
our
the
submarines.
Raymond says shim it behind the screw with a bit of plastic card from a yogurt container or thin washer.
Well, actually, I apologize. It's not the Roco one causing the problem. It's the Märklin one. If anything, I might want to try to get a new spring and tighten it.
No, dear, that's Marco subs. It's in the name.
Marco.
Marco. It's a Marco Polo.
I don't see which way you style it, it. There you go.
I think I look like a gangster. Perhaps
You kind of do.
A German one, perhaps.
Shing. I gotta try to find my Edward G.
Yeah, subs are sandwiches here. Yeah, it is springs.
It's not a pizza sub. It's just a sub, but it's a pizza joint that makes them.
Makes them, yeah.
Although, actually, you can get a pizza sub where they just put all the ingredients in a pizza: tomato sauce, cheese,
bread,
pepperonis inside bread.
Yep. It's a days of sales.
We have a lot of GDR stuff. Yeah, well, that makes sense. I noticed that when I was in Rostock, I went to 3 or 4 different train shops. Well, 3 train shops and then the antique shop that was across the street from us.
Mm-hmm.
It was across the street, like 5 minutes down the road. Oh, yeah.
Please hit the like button if you haven't hit the like button.
Take your right fist like that. Cock it like this. Oh, is that way behind? Hold it there for a second because I'm going to show something, then I'm going to say something, and then you're going to want to use that.
Gotcha. I'm ready to punch him in the face. Got it.
All right. Do you see this girl?
Yeah. When she comes up,
When
I
she
see her
comes up-
over there.
You see her over there?
Yeah.
See that girl? You're dressing like that tonight. And I've got the beers for you to bring me.
Gotcha.
You just got to make me a sandwich.
He's, you know. Air Force One flew over your house? Wow. Your Air Force, I assume.
Oh, the things I would say, but no politics.
Yeah, that's something Sir Alan really enjoys.
Oh, gotta go back to
I thought about doing Trudy, but I don't think I could call her up.
Foodie.
Trudy?
You talked about doing foodie.
Trudy?
Oh, it was such a lovely time.
Oh, it was such a lovely time.
There you go. You can get foodie going now.
So today says hit the like button.
You dirty rats, hit the like button. Yeah, seen.
I just need help.
Oh, the internet.
747.
That's been the big problem. The internet.
Yeah.
We've been broadcasting at 144 at times because they'll just all of a sudden drop.
Ooh, gotcha. Yeah.
Now, the
Oh,
replay
they
will
said-
be full.
oh,
The
they're
replay
gonna-
will be full. You won't see the
Gotcha.
drop issues on the
Gotcha.
replay.
God, they're going to be working on our internet. We could have issues. Yippee. They make it better. That'll be good. Execute order 66 on the like.
What? Take out the Jedi's on the like button? But man, that's a lot of beer wagons.
Man, that's a lot of beer wagons.
Indeed.
You've been waiting all year to do this, I think.
That was a good beer.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, they didn't have 6-packs of Warsteiner, so I had to buy a 12-pack.
Oh.
So I've got Warsteiner to last the next 2 years.
You do. Yeah, it's going to take us a while. Just don't push the button like Ace 3-5.
Let's see where we're at. Bing.
I see it easier on my phone.
Oh, we're at 40 likes.
I
That's not
did
bad.
more than that. 41. Andre will ask, what's AZ5?
Say what?
Andre will ask, what's AZ5? Chernobyl Explorer button. Chernobyl. Huh.
Oh, the Chernobyl exploder button. Okay. Whatever you do, don't push the red one. I got him now. I got him now. Hey, Bob, you need a house to go with this doorknob.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, don't press the red one.
Yeah.
Oh, gee, I wonder what happens when you press the red one.
Yeah.
I got him now. I got him now. Hey, Bud, you need a house to go with this doorknob.
Very aggressive. Oh, gray goes with my shirt.
So what?
Gray goes with my shirt.
Yeah, it does. You're all gray. You're grayed out.
Grayed out.
You're looking stressed out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see it in your eyes.
Can you?
Yeah. That's always funny when you do meet people and all of a sudden you're not stressed and they go, oh, wow. You look so much different in person than you do on
I
camera
know.
because she's relaxed and not stressed.
That's right. I'm not dealing with work.
Except when we went to Getz because you were stressed. Lack of sleep.
Yeah. Well, that's a problem right now, too.
You had a couple of people say that at the California meet. Or California. The
I said,
Canadian
Did
meet.
we do a California meet? Did I sleep through that one?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, the
there was something in your
Canadian.
drink and we flew over there and back.
The Canadian. I look stressed.
Yeah,
out.
one of these days, one of these years, I'd like to go to Märklin days, which are happening right now at Gopingen.
Okay. Just do September.
Do a September trip.
That sounds good.
But yeah, all the steamers that can smoke, smoked.
Good.
I'm tempted to fire them all up again.
Yeah, you can do that.
The old one took forever to get smoking, but it finally did.
Gotcha.
Because everybody wants you to do AI because they don't want you to think for yourself. They don't want you to be creative yourself. I'm sorry, I'm very anti-AI. Look, I heard a song. No, you didn't. You gave some ideas to a program and it wrote a song.
We were near it.
We have been to Dodge City.
Okay.
We've been to Fort Dodge and Dodge City and just Dodge. But yeah, I'm getting bombed with Google AI.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a movie where AI actually goes well.
Right.
Tell me a science fiction novel where AI goes well.
Everything ends. It's just fine.
There's a reason all those brilliant science fiction writers from Asimov to Heinlein all wrote negative views of AI. Lord, I'll adhere. Ha-ha.
ID here?
Well, probably is because S and D are next to each other.
Yeah.
I'm so used to, we're
Sale here?
yeah, Star Wars Episode 3. Lord Owl was here earlier.
Gotcha.
He was working on stuff, and
Sure.
it is going on 11 o'clock where he's at.
Yep.
So he might have needed his third supper.
Mm-hmm.
What about 11 says? What about third breakfast?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'd like to take the owners of Google and Facebook and all the social medias and just kind of do the Clockwork Orange prison treatment with them. All right. Good night, Sir Aaron. Thank you.
Arabelle, thanks for coming in.
We really appreciate you guys hanging out.
Another morning non-alcoholic black beer with sugar. In other words, coffee. It's early for him.
Chuggy. Look, yeah, I've seen it before, but now it's running that long one, that Spaten's, that long refrigerator car.
Yeah.
That's a monster.
Yeah,
outside my double flatbed that I have, that is the longest single two-axle car I have.
I can see that.
That's a big monster. Well, hello, Sir John of the Mystic Railroad.
Hi, John.
I don't know, with his name being the Mystic Railroad, maybe we've got another royal job we can give, and he can be the royal alchemist.
There you go.
Because Mick is the royal barkeep.
Right, yeah.
And we have the royal CEO and the royal sergeant at arms.
Mm-hmm.
And Andy is the royal Air Force generalissimo. So Mystic can be the royal. He can be the royal alchemist.
Yeah, sounds like a job to me.
And I declare you the royal alchemist. Your longest car is the Steuerwagen. Okay. Mystic John Boy-san. It's snazzy. We use snazzy a lot. Well, at least I do.
Yeah, I don't know that it's gone completely out, but you go for it. Do the dancing.
Yeah, it's the
Let's call it
shoe potluck.
Shoe potluck. That's
Yep.
it. can't see what you're doing on the bottom.
No, they can't. They can't see what I'm doing on the bottom.
Yep.
I have a job I got to do tomorrow. The driveway and the gutters need cleared.
Yeah. I was thinking of sweeping the driveway.
And I might mow.
Oh, okay.
I might save the mowing till Sunday, though. Still foaming? Why are you foaming? I can't foam anymore. All gone.
There's a chance of rain.
There's a little bit in there.
Chance of rain on Sunday?
Yeah, there's also a chance of getting hit
Not
by a
great.
meteorite, but I doubt that's happening either.
Yeah, I hear you.
Really? So that hair doesn't get in the way of hearing?
You tell me.
What'd you say? Okay, so.
Well, yeah, it's been so dry. Every
Yeah,
now and then we water it, so it
Yeah,
helps a
but
little
I've
bit.
gone probably a month since I've got some weeds that have gotten kind of tall.
Yeah, the weeds are up and trains.
I prefer the word train spotting. What happened to rail fanning, train spotting, foaming? Well, that's good that your parents leave you to your privacy, Raymond.
Well, yeah, winter's starting to.
Well, we just had a mini heat
Okay.
wave. It's a little cooler today, but the humidity spiked, and it's like the humidity and dew point spiked, and it's like, where did they find the moisture? Obviously,
Right.
blowing in from off the lakes, but
Yeah, it really is a question because it is terribly dry.
great. All right,
All
you're
right,
off to sleep.
Leslie.
Good night, Leslie. Great video today.
Yeah, glad you came in.
Yeah, he had a cool video today. He was up
Good.
in Northwest Scotland. Makes me like, we could add that to the trip.
Yeah. That is cool. He had a destination video, did he?
Yeah, it really was. Well, curiously enough, where Leslie is, it is later because they're 5 hours ahead. So
Yep.
It is 10:49 where Leslie is.
Yeah, but it was winter already. It wasn't supposed to go out.
Yeah,
It's
what
dormant.
she said. What Edwina Robinson just said.
Edwina Robinson.
Well, there's Edward G. Robinson, the famous
Gotcha,
actor who played
gangster.
gangsters in a lot of
Right,
movies.
Gotcha. I'm with you.
Thanks. Oh, God, I haven't done his voice in so long. I keep going into a bad Cagney. Sing. No, not there.
Yeah.
I'll have to listen to him talk, and then I'll get
We
to
got
it.
everybody saying we're going to get a ton of snow this year.
Yeah, they keep
I
saying
think
that.
that would be lovely, but we'll believe it when we see it.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I step in it.
We've
and have
had a
to shovel
very
it.
serious snow drought here too.
Yeah, we had one snowfall last year where I had to shovel.
Mm-hmm.
And the year before it was like 2.
Yeah. It's bad.
What did Andre share? What's that Andre need to say? Oh, Lego Star Wars.
Ah,
Those are cool. Here, I'll give it a like.
yeah, it's like that. And leave in the comments.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Indeed.
But. My wife's upset you've gained weight. I have ranged in. When we married, I weighed
Nice on Christmas
about
cards, anyway.
220 pounds, 215 pounds, 220 pounds when we married. And I weighed about 225 until my mid-30s, mid to late 30s. And then I went up to 235. And then we started working out at the gym, and I weighed 235 to 240, but it was a lot of muscle mass when I started working out. And then I stopped coaching and I stopped playing sports and didn't work out like I used to, but I continued to eat that way. And I ballooned up to 300 pounds. I complained at myself, but she never complained about my weight.
Yeah.
Never complained. I complained. Like I lost 70 pounds here a couple of years ago, and I've gained about 12 of it back. And I'm not happy.
Yeah, me neither. Not about you.
I was almost down to a size 36 jean. And now I'm holding at 38s, and I'm hoping my bike and an exercise regimen will get me back down to mid 220s where I was, because now I'm upper 230s. It knows I don't even know how to cut it right. Either that or it's just gremlins like my layout has had the last few weeks. Although today it wasn't too bad.
Do we like shoveling? Not really, but it's nice to actually have enough snow that it's worthy of shoveling.
Yeah, because to me, I would rather have snow than no snow in the winter.
Well,
because when you have no snow and it's just gray, dreary, and muddy and ugly, the snow covers up a lot, and it adds an element.
We don't see the sun over the winter very much. So
Toledo used to be, it may have changed now, but Toledo, Ohio used to be the cloudiest city in the United States from November 1st to March 1st or April 1st?
March 1st.
March 1st. We can go years where we might have 5-6 sunny days, period.
Yeah.
In that
see a break every now and then, but
period.
it's just very little. We're all sad. So
yeah, you're not overweight, just under tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you're up in Minnesota where you get it. We used to get, I would say in my younger days, that 2 out of every 3 Christmases were white Christmases. Now, I think we've had 1 white Christmas in the last 10 to 15 years. We have a long driveway, but I'm still able, Joyce and I can get that nice big long driveway of ours shoveled in 15 minutes. 20 if we're working slow. I'm in shape. Round is a shape, right? I just was always in good shape, although I was never muscle bulky. I never had the 6-pack, but I always had a very thin, flat stomach. And even if I didn't have bulging biceps, I seem to impress most people with my strength. Your dad thought I was amazing.
Yeah.
Your dad was a hard worker, but he was like, I've never seen anybody move concrete like he did.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Incredible shrinking man. He had a sword fight with a spider earlier.
Yeah. So who won?
Well, Andy's here, so I assume either it was a draw or he won. Or the spiders assumed his identity.
Right.
They will never believe that it is the spider and not Andy. I have Googled all his catchphrases. It is typing faster, which only an 8-armed creature could do.
It's true.
All right, at least two legs have to balance him in the chair.
Oh, yeah. They don't use all 8 of them.
You try the old half Nelson gag? Well, we're slowly losing the public, but wow, already over 400 views.
Nice.
Wow.
I had something interesting today.
Well, I advertised it,
Yeah,
and I've had some new people that knew that have joined the channel and knew came into the stream today.
Right.
And a couple of people did share that we were doing Oktoberfest, and I did have some women with large jugs of beer.
Of course.
And so sadly, it proves in a male-dominated hobby,
Boobs sell. Yeah.
pretty girls and boobs draws them in.
Yeah.
But keeping them is a different story.
Indeed.
Which reminds me, it's been a while. But she's not there. Where is she? There she is. Too much lipstick, though.
That's what's wrong, huh? What's wrong with her is too much lipstick. I saw you brought an Oompa band. That's good.
Yeah, I got the Oompa band and 2 beer wenches, but I didn't bring any beefcake for the women and men who swing that way. It was all for the men and women who swing towards women.
Yeah. So the spider.
No, snow early December that stays through Christmas is the best, Andre, because that way I get my Christmas lights up and it has a Christmas feel. Otherwise, my lights are up for 2-3 weeks before Christmas, and it's a waste. They look right with snow, they look wrong without snow. You'll have a new wave of baby ones. What? Oh, spiders. Hundreds of ice in the spider one.
Up all the way on the ceiling we can't reach. Yep.
Have I heard that song? Then I will have to go to the.
Yeah, you say you're going to have a lot of baby lizards. That's interesting.
Nope, I don't know the song. Oh, wait, yes, I do. I seen the video. I forgot the name of the group. Yes, I know that song. Wow, and then the next suggested video is Cage the Elephant. Cool.
All right.
Ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. All right, well, it is about that time, my love. Whoa! Well, overall, things went the smoothest they've gone in 3 weeks.
That's good.
That was nice. And really, it was just the one problem.
Yeah.
It just kept causing problems.
Anything on this one?
I wonder, could you sing Ain't No Rest for the Wicked if I did a train 30 of it? Got bills to pay, I got mouths to feed, and ain't nothing in the world that's free.
I had a bad fight this week with 2 girls.
We got in a bad fight. Oh.
Already did.
See tomorrow what they done to you. Uh-oh. Well, Artie always, it's a cryptic meaning.
Yes, indeed.
It's not like he went to a bar and got into a fight with 2 ladies, or maybe they did. Yeah. He's got scars that he's going to show.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go to this one because it is on the button.
It is.
It is on the button.
You've been on for 3 hours.
Yes, I have.
I
actually started exactly on time.
Oh, okay.
All right, everybody. We want to thank you for joining us for our little Oktoberfest kickoff. Those of you lucky enough to be going to Oktoberfest.
Viel Spaß.
Prost, viel Spaß. Viel Spaß. The rest of you, we want to say have a great weekend. We always appreciate you spending your time with us. Hopefully everybody has a little bit of fun. Although, I talked about, Jürgen Prochnow is a very handsome man. So, maybe that was enough for the people. Unfortunately, I kept putting them in silly hats. The beer must flow.
Yeah.
Instead of the spice must flow.
Yeah.
Okay. So, on that note. God, I just keep adding phrases.
Yeah, you do.
So, on that note, Joyce and I want to say happy Oktoberfest to all of you, whether you celebrate or not.
Yeah.
And until next time, and look for a couple of videos by me this coming week, we're going to say, Auf Wiedersehen!
Cheers!
Happy trains, and... Prost! Toast. Take care, everybody.
Bye.